Is there some type of checklist that I can have in order to buy a house? You have found the perfect video. I mean, the perfect video. So stay tuned. Here's the checklist a buyer can go through in order to buy a house. What's going on, you guys? I hope all is well, and I'm so glad you are back with another video. This channel is literally all about helping you and giving you as much value as possible so you can be and become a home owner. All right, so make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit that little notification bell. My name is Devonte Davis. I am a realtor in my time as a real estate agent, and still being one. I see so many people who want to buy a house, but they just don't know how. So I really wanted to create this, share this with your friends and family, make sure everybody knows so we can all get to some home ownership. 2/3 of America's wealth is in home ownership. I guarantee you didn't know that. Anyways, let's get to the video. The home buyer's checklist. We're really gonna go through about 10 or 12 of them. So make sure you guys stay tuned. You really want to stay around for number 7 and 8 because those are probably the most crucial ones that you guys really want to know. Number 1 is know your financial status. What are your finances like? What is your credit like? What is your debt to income ratio like? Those are the 2 top things that lenders always, and I mean always, they always check them. Your credit, number 1. If you have bad credit right now, do not cut this video off. Do not start stressing about it and saying that I cannot do this or X, Y, and Z, because there's always an option. Make sure you reach out to me so we can pair you up with somebody or a company that can help you with this credit and begin to get some of those delinquencies, if you have those, or some of those collections off your credit so you can really start to rebuild. If you already have good credit, you're already in the driver's seat, and that is excellent. All you have to do now is switch gears and start, which is the second thing, to your savings. Do you guys have enough saved up for a down payment? There's really 3 types of loans. There's FHA, conventional, and VA. Your VA, if you're a veteran, thank you for your service. We super appreciate that. As you guys know, you get a lot of benefits, and a VA loan is one of them. So if you're a veteran, look into the VA loan. You could put almost nothing down, which is dope. If you guys are not a veteran, you're probably going to either look into a FHA loan or a conventional loan. FHA is backed by the government. They hand those out. It's a lot lower down payment. It's a lot less of a credit that you need to get approved, and there are some other benefits that come with the FHA as well that I'll get into loans in another video. If you are getting a conventional loan, that's a private bank not backed by the government but still helps you. A VA, you could put up to 0%. FHA, you could put down 3.5%, and in conventional, you have to put down 5%. Make sure you guys start looking forward and saving towards that goal of putting down a down payment. Your budget, your credit, and your debt to income ratio. Do you guys have a lot of debt? Are there a bunch of car loans, credit card loans, or some personal loans that you guys have in your credit report right now that you guys can start to really chop down and get rid of? Student loans is a little bit different. Student loans, they really just based off your monthly payment that you guys are really looking for. So every lender is different. If you guys are paying $600-700 in student loans, see if you can either get that refinanced or see if you can talk to the student loan people to see if you can get that broken down. I did the same. At first, my student loans was probably like $500. I talked to them, they broke it down to $200. So I mean, it was dope. That's all you really need to do, and you can still pay it on time. On time payments are crucial. All right. So make sure you guys are doing that financial checkup. That is really the number 1 thing, and really where you really want to know exactly where you are as far as your finances goes. Remember, credit, debt to income ratio, and what are you bringing in on a monthly basis? Basically your employment. And really making sure you're having those 3 things in check and always steadily improving those things. Keep putting money away. Keep saving, keep building that credit, and obviously stay with your job. If you plan on switching jobs, make sure it's better and you're not losing a job, especially in that time that you're trying to buy a house. The next thing, number 2, is really tying into number 1, but this is really setting your budget. What are you trying to budget for a house? Just because you get approved for $500,000 doesn't mean you have to spend $500,000 on a house, and vice versa. If you can't afford $500,000, don't look at $500,000 houses. We will get to that point eventually. Take your time, know exactly what you want to budget. What do you feel comfortable with spending every single month as far as your monthly payment goes, including your taxes? If you guys are in New York State, New Jersey, up north, up here, you guys spend a lot of money in taxes per year. So that will alter your pre-approval amount. If you guys are down south or maybe in the Midwest a little bit, you guys really don't spend that much in taxes. Well, from far as I know, I could be wrong, but you guys really don't spend that much in taxes. So taxes may or may not be a big hindrance to your overall approval amount when it comes to yourself getting pre-approved. Set your budget. What do you feel comfortable spending every single month? Don't just work to pay your mortgage. Do not do that to yourself, because then if something happens, you don't want to be in a situation where you lose your house. Stop trying to keep up with the Joneses. Make sure you guys is budget and you can still live as comfortably as you guys want to. Or go get a second job or start another business on the side that you know you can assure to pay your monthly expenses every single month. Now, number 3 is really starting to talk to those banks and mortgage lenders, your Wells Fargo's, your Bank of America's, your M&T banks, any local banks that you guys may have around you that can get you pre-approved. That's really number 3. Covering finances for the first 3 because they're the most important. That's how you pay for your house, your finances. But you also don't want to not be able to afford your house in 5 years. That's the killer thing I see a lot of people go through. They buy this big fancy house, they can't afford it, and in 5 years they have to sell it. We don't want you to do that unless you come up and you want to buy even bigger and better. That's the only way. Set your budget, know your finances, and get pre-approved. Now, the pre-approval process is pretty simple as long as you have those few things that I mentioned earlier already in order. They're going to ask you for a few things like your pay stubs, your W-2s, your bank statements. Once you hand in all that documentation, the mortgage lender is going to give you an amount you're pre-approved for. Now, based off the number that they pre-approve you for, you can now go back and set your budget exactly and more accurately as to what you are expecting to spend every single month. So you already set your budget, you know exactly what you're thinking about you want to spend every single month. Now, based on their pre-approval, what am I getting pre-approved for? And set your budget exactly to that. Make sure you then, which is the next step, look for a real estate agent. Those people like myself, I've been in the game for a while. It is crucial to a buyer to get a realtor, especially as your first time. You don't know all the ins and outs. I'm here to help you and guide you through virtually, but they're in person. If you guys need a referral or somebody to refer you, I know a lot of different realtors all across the country. I travel a lot of these places and meet a lot of them. So if you need one, let me know. I'll make sure I connect you with somebody who's going to fit you. If you're in upstate New York or you're around the Western New York area, make sure you give me a call. I would love to be able to help you. Getting a real estate agent or a realtor to help you is going to be key, as they can guide you, answer any questions. As you guys know, you have me, but they can answer any questions that's pertaining to your market in your area. But you also have to trust that agent as well. If you don't trust them or they seem a little shabby at first, that's okay. You can always find a new one. Don't sign any documents until you really begin to know that agent off the bat. And really sit down with them, have a meeting or two with them. Then once you sign up with them, they'll be able to help you. Make sure you guys get a good agent that you guys trust and someone that you really can see working with over the next 60 to 90 days. Real estate agents can also pull up valuable information, especially when it comes to your market and the conditions of it. Are things a little bit higher in this area? Are you overpaying, or are you getting a great deal on a house? These are the type of things that realtors know off the bat, at least the good ones do, and they'll be able to help you make a wise decision on your home purchase. Once you really do steps 1 through 4, your finances, setting your budget, getting a pre-approval, getting a real estate agent, you're now able to shop around, have an idea for what you like and what you don't want in a house. This is crucial, and it makes the home buying process a lot shorter for you because you know exactly when you see that house, you go buy that house right away. You put the offer in, hopefully it gets accepted right away, and you'll be good to go to start closing on the house that you want so badly. Just a quick tip, as you guys are shopping for a house, you really want to look for three main things: your foundation, your roof, and your electrical. If those three things are good, everything else is cosmetic. You really just have to decipher from there if you want to take on the little issues of fixing this and that, or you want something moving ready. But making sure your foundation, your electrical, your roof, your furnace and hot water tank, those things are crucial when it comes to looking at a house and making sure those things are in working order and you have no damage done to them, especially your foundation. If you guys are in an area where everything is built on a slab, then that's fine. Make sure the structure of the house is solid and it has good bones. From there, again, you guys can decipher, is this too much to be fixed? Do I really want to put all this money into remodeling? Or, hey, I got the money, I know I want to come in and remodel the kitchen and bathroom. Those are the things you can make a decision on as you guys are shopping for a house. 6 and 7 really go hand in hand, honestly. Is really finalizing your mortgage commitment and your mortgage approval. That's really locking in everything, handing in all the documents to your mortgage lender that you need so you can get approved for that loan and you can close. Number 7 is getting an attorney. A lot of people get attorneys. I always recommend it because they look over all the litigation side of things when it comes to your contract, making sure you're not getting swindled or making sure there's nothing in the contract that will harm you in the long run. So attorneys, they run anywhere from probably about $4.95 to about $7.95 depending on your area, but they can save you thousands of dollars in the long run by helping you out and just making and having another set of eyes look over the contract besides yourself, your real estate agent. Really coming to an end of the home buyer's checklist is really counting down the days until you guys really start to move into your house. You really have your home inspection and your appraisal. If you guys don't know already, the home inspection is really a home inspector coming in and really telling you every single thing from the top of the chimney to the basement floors, what's going on with your house. And then from then, you can really start to make a decision as to, hey, do I want to keep this house or not? Is it too much to be fixed, or I can handle the things that's going on inside the house? From there, you get your appraisal. The appraiser is going to come in, say, hey, this house is worth X, Y, and Z. If you guys appraise over, that is great. If you guys appraise right at your purchase price, that's also great. That means you guys are not losing any more money out of pocket, but you're not gaining any equity either. You just have to build from that point up. If you guys get the appraisal back and it's lower than your purchase price, that means you guys will either have to negotiate with the seller again to try to drop that down, or you guys will have to come up with the difference between your purchase price and the appraisal number in order for you to get approved for the loan by the bank. Now, the last and final step is closing on the home. From then, the last few days of the closing process, and really the last thing on your checklist is really getting those keys, making sure everything is good with the home. You now have the appraisal, you now have the home inspection done, all your finances in order, and you finally get approved for the loan. Attorneys say everything is great. Now it's time to close. You get those keys, you walk into your brand new house, you say, finally, I made it. I got my crib, and now everything is starting to move forward, and now you're a home owner. So that's really the home buying checklist in a nutshell, and the things that you really can start to expect from the beginning of you searching all the way to the end and you finally getting your keys. Again, guys, my name is Devonte Davis. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit that little notification bell. It is my duty to make sure that as many people as possible become home owners. All right, guys, so any value that you need, any questions that you guys may have, make sure you guys leave them in the comment section below, and I will be sure to answer them. All right, I will talk to you guys in the next one. See you soon.